Dear students, now let's discuss termwork number 10b. So the problem statement is write a Python program to fetch current weather data from the JSON file. So we know that the JSON stands for, or it's an acronym for JavaScript Object Notation. Now to work with this module, to work with this experiment, to execute this experiment, you need a module called as JSON. So first step is to import the JSON module. Now again, no additional installation is not required for JSON module. It's already available. It is available with Python package. So whenever you install Python language, it's also installed by default. So no need to install it separately. Now the first step is to open the JSON file. So again, say with open, specify the JSON file and open it in read mode. Now note here that the content of JSON file is most of the times text, so no need to specify the binary mode. So by default it will be text mode. So you have to create a separate file called as weather underscore data.json file. Okay, add the content there and save it. So again, your Python file and the JSON file should be in the same folder. Okay. So we have created a file object here and load the JSON data into a dictionary. Okay. So say data is equal to json.load of file. Now note here that the syntax of dictionary and the syntax of JSON, okay, is same. Okay. But to process, we need to convert the JSON files content into dictionary. So it is very easy to process dictionary data. Then extract the current temperature from the dictionary. So say current underscore temp is equal to data of main comma temp. So these are the feeds in JSON. So we'll see the content of JSON file at that time. It will be clear to you. Then directly print the current temperature. So we are using F strings here. The current temperature is current underscore temp and degrees Celsius. So this is the most simplest program. Now let's see how to execute this one. So I can go to the search toolbar here, search for Jupyter Notebook, press enter. Okay, so it's going to start Jupyter Notebook in the browser. So I'm storing all the source code files in Python folder. So click on Python. Now before executing the files, let's go through the content of JSON file. So this is the content of JSON file. Okay. So see here we have these feeds, coordinates, right? That is longitude and latitude. Okay, of a specific location here, and weather information is mentioned here. So ID is 800, main is clear, description is clear sky, and also the icon. And similarly, there is some more information. Okay, so there's temperature mentioned, how it feels like, what is the minimum temperature, what is the maximum temperature, what's the pressure, what the humidity, and so on. So we need to extract this information. Okay. Now note here that this temperature information is available where it's available in main. Okay. So it's basically two-dimensional data. So that's why in our source code, we have mentioned two-dimensional syntax. Okay. So this is a separate file. Okay. So you have to add this content and store it in a separate file and name it as weather underscore data.json file. So now let's open the Jupyter Notebook file. So again, I'm repeating, your JSON file and Python file, both are different. You have to store them separately, but in the same folder. Okay, but in the same folder. So this source code I have already explained. And when you run it, it's going to execute the program and display the output. The current temperature is 22 degrees Celsius. Okay. So this is fetching the content, right? This temperature value 22.0. It is fetching it from weather underscore data JSON file. Yes.